So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
If you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the run. Hustle.
Prescott. That'll be complete to Breida. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
47. Mike's by 4. Let's go, Tyler.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
You ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense. And they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
I'm coming. Go. Hey, check Mike 39. Check.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Haskins to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
We play to win. Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get a 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Let's go.
7 yards there and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the leg.
On play action, Haskins is going to go for a big play downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
My bad, guys. My bad.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready. 70 ending. Key to tight end. Key to tight end. Hey. 2-6. 61. Match box. Light. Single.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Let's go. 18 Gator. 18 Gator. 39. Oh, yeah. And
Mostert. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Prescott to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 47.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On the double. Trick the edge. Come. Go. Me.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Double tight. 3 down. 6. Bullet. Half.
Rush coming, and he's He's taken down. Melvin Ingram able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Haskins on third down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash, this from 33. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brendan, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Curtis Samuel, 75 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will get them one closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. And he's going to let it go deep. And this throw will be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play. And that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Here we go, 47. 56.
Looking to throw, Prescott. He's going to take a shot. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Here's Mostert. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Here we go. 60 out low. Zoom, zoom. 4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Haskins. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
39. Check Mike 39.
All right, T-Lane.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Here we go, here we go.
Echo, echo.
39. Check.
4th down, here's Haskins. Gets this one to use check. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on 4th down in the 4th quarter with a lead, but hey, you get it as a coach, you look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
Hatch it.
This is Mostert. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Now it's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Look at the big man rumble past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
17.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tight end's right.
And they give this time to the tailback. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go. 18 Gator, 18 Gator. Double tight, double tight. Hey.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Set, ready. Can't read.
Check Mike 39. Come on. You better.
Switch.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
On the ball. Ready, go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier.
What we got?
Now they're out there again to try once more.
Ball trot.
All day, baby.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
3 down. Eyes on it.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Let's go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You remember me? Let's go.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
3rd and 5.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Tight right.
4 down, run it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator dialing that one up into great success?
Set. 15-90.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
We got 4.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
4 down. Check.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So with that knee, they take care of business in the divisional round. They'll be back here at home next weekend. One more hurdle to get to the big show.
The good feelings, they just keep coming. They get to ride that wave for at least one more week because they have their big prize in their eyes, and that's getting into the Super Bowl. But they have to win next week after winning this one.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.